when Mom passed, we made a promise to each other. This is going to be hard. That rather than just getting together for funerals and weddings, we would have a family gathering every year. And we have. We've taken turns. We tried to con Rex into having one time, and he just was all over. No, I don't want everybody converging on my house. So there was a period of time. There was a period of time when I had the family gathering probably about 7 years in a row. Connie's had it, Brooks had it, John and Jorge, and also Jeff and Susan. And it's been wonderful. So, so here we are, another and very special family gathering, fulfilling your wishes, Mom. It may seem long overdue, but I don't think any of us were ready to let you go. And that's what Connie was saying this morning. You weren't too specific as to where in the sandhills you wanted to be scattered. So we checked with the Game and Parks gentlemen, and they told me that scattering ashes on national, federal, or state land is considered littering.
Only if they see you.
We know.
Hang on. You can practice the don't ask, don't tell. Or maybe just because you were kind of a rebel,
No, if
it
you
would be your
actually
last
wanted
stand.
to do it, we'd have gone do it like that. We'd have gone down to Crescent Lake.
That's what we were going to do originally.
Yeah, we see, we should have done that because
That's great.
Yeah.
all you got around there, that used to be the old
Edit.
This is not the explanation
Edit.
time.
No, it's okay. I don't mind.
All right.
This is like open mic poetry.
There you go.
It's performance art.
So, I got together with Becky Thomas. Actually, she's the one who talked to the Game and Parks gentleman and told me that it was littering. So Becky Thomas and then Jack Armstrong, who is the caretaker of this cemetery, and then I spoke to an Ardith Peel. She's part of the board of directors of the church. I don't know if they own it or they just maintain this cemetery. It is a private cemetery. So, so with the help of them, we picked this spot on this knoll by this quaint cemetery overlooking the lake. I know you'll be happy here. The neighbors are very quiet.
Zing.
We love and miss you. We love and miss you. Gone from our sight, but never our memories. Gone from our touch, but never our hearts.
Beautiful, Mom.
Mama, nice job.
Whee!
Good job.
Dan says good job.
Is Dan on the line?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's watching. So
Hey.
Hi, Dan. We're your cousins. I'm a redneck hillbilly.
okay. John, you want to go next?
I can say something.
Okay.
rednecks around here.
Sure. So,
My neck's getting red.
redneck. So as Nancy said, it's been 21 years, and we're finally fulfilling Mom's desire to kind of come back to where it all started. 21 years is a long time to process her passing. Probably the one thing that I want to say to Mom is thank you. There's not a day that goes by where I don't think about you, and I guess the greatest respect I can pay is I feel like you're inside of me, and decisions that I make and things that I do, and I process those things, and I ask myself, why am I doing it this way? And then I realize that it's the influence of you, Mom, and all kinds of decisions that I make, no matter how large or how small. Obviously, I work in a school, you worked in a school, so there's that connection there. But everything from being detail oriented on spreadsheets and accounting pieces, or when I'm listening when I'm listening to a student kind of whine on about how miserable their life is, and they've got, you know, a smartphone and food on the table and everything, and I'm just kind of reminded by your kind of stoic approach to life is you don't complain about things, you just work hard and get things done. And it kind of boils down to a saying I remember, which was a bad attitude is like a flat tire. You can't go anywhere unless you change it. And that was kind of like a philosophy that you lived by. So very practical philosophy. So seriously, every day that I do something, I always have to chuckle to myself and say, that's exactly how you would do it, Mom. So I appreciate that. My success in life is the direct result of the training and guidance and the love you gave me as a parent, and you can't ask for anything more. So even though you're gone from our presence, you'll be forever in our hearts. So welcome home.
Marvelous, John.
Well, I kind of had some little thoughts too. It was I like the part where the nice thing about this, even though it did take 21 years, we were still talking about you, and we were talking about our different meals which we enjoyed.
Oh, yes.
And it was nice to talk with John, who was a second part of your life, child rearing life, and see there were differences and at the same time similarities between when you were raising us. And raising us, you start out, it was a very difficult time. It was the end of World War II, and there was a lot of difficult choices that were being made. You were moving around a lot. And then when you came back to California, you were having to get back in, at some point in time, get back in the workforce, and also you were working hard, starting a career. And it was a very difficult time. And you know, of course, when you're kids growing up, and I had a younger sister and older sister, and we could bounce off each other and, you know, fight with each other like kids do in a friendly way, in a childlike way. And a lot of the problems that you were challenged with, you know, we didn't see. And you never brought them to us, quite frankly, I don't remember. And so I, even though, you know, it was a interesting upbringing, we thought it was normal, the difficulties that were being presented. And not necessarily saying, well, this is what it is, but you know, we were learning to live with it. And I just thought that was normal, and we got along great. And I think about challenges in my life, and I'm thinking about doing the right thing and honesty and things like that. And I don't remember, you know, you coming out, you meaning my mother, saying, well, you need to, when you grow up, you need to do the right thing. It was just kind of an emotion and a character in a way that, Mom, you carried yourself. It was just kind of an automatic transition to us as your children, that we learn those types of things. And I think about those things now too. It was made for, you know, us to keep you in our heart and in our mind and think about you all the time. And it's great to be back here in Nebraska. I was born here, but I didn't live here. I'm glad that you're back here, and this is a great day for you.
Excellent.
I remember Mom. She never chastised us for when we did something wrong. She was supportive. She gave us choices, but expected us to follow through. Never chastising us. And even with my girls and all the issues they've had, and believe me, they've had issues, I hear her when I say something to them, and then I'll go, thanks, Mom. That's basically.
You actually only, if she knew you've done something. I remember, I don't know if anybody knows this, some do. I used to ditch school in high school and I'd go surfing.
But yeah.
I would surf, and she's working for the schools, right? And they talk to each other in the offices, right? And so I was forging these absentee cards, and the gal in the office knows Mom. This is Taft. And she called her. She goes, is there something wrong with Nancy? She hasn't shown up for school for, maybe a day here this week and 2 days that week. And so I got busted. And Mom, the only thing she did was just the look on her face of her disappointment was enough. But yeah, I used to do school all the time.
No.
That's granddaughter too.
Look at the kettle.
Should have recorded
In
that.
my senior year, and got back to the house, and I also had a young man in the car that wasn't supposed to be there. He was a kid I grew up with, Chuck Walker, Billy Walker, the Walker boys.
Bobby's brother.
Yeah, they're brothers. And the only people that were allowed in the car when I was driving was Richard Esparza, Carol Esparza, who lived down the street from us, you, and Nancy, when you had B-string football. Well, I had one more person. Chuck Walker was in the car. Got home, walked in the house. Mom says, where are the keys? And where's your driver's license? And you are suspended till the end of the semester.
Big deal. But thank you.
Yeah, it was. It was. But I never did it again. I may have done something once, but I didn't do it again.
Yeah, we
We never
never repeated
repeated ourselves. We used to say the wrath of God would have been better than Mom's wrath.
And she never had to look to say a thing, did she?
No.
Nope.
It's just that.
No.
My mom was like,
We knew.
that look.
Disappointment on her face.
She had, yeah, she, yeah.
You just knew it.
Well, I love what you guys were saying about how long it's been, but and how maybe it's just been kind of hard to let her go. And I thought, well, actually, we've had weddings and grandkids, and I think it was just kind of nice to still have something present, you know.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to throw that out there. But I wanted to share some of my first memories, which I think a lot of you will identify with. There was, I remember a big pink towel every time I got out of the bath.
Yeah.
Giant pink towel, and she would like carry me over to Grandpa Jack, and there was a sniff test. There was this little transistor, round blue transistor
I have
radio.
it.
Still works. Doesn't it still work?
Yes.
That's
Oh
awesome.
wow, that's great. That was always sitting on the counter right above the kitchen sink.
With Paul Harvey.
Yeah, that was his voice. Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Page
yeah.
2.
Oh my gosh, that's exactly what it sounded like. Always going in the background. There was aprons and the giant wooden spoon, and 1 month a year it either smelled like hot pepper jelly, which is kind of like a cross between bell peppers and vinegar, and peanut brittle. And then the other 11 months of the year it was Ginate, and I tried very hard to find a bottle of Ginate for y'all to reminisce in her scent, but I could not find it. But I had a list of, it's funny, we're all talking about things that we learned from Alice, and I have some life lessons here that I learned from her.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, so life lessons I learned from Grandma Alice. Self-defense.
Use the shoe.
Close. Grandma Alice taught me you could render any foe by squeezing their big toe. Everybody can make the sound with me. Yeah. Okay.
Shit, I forgot about that.
Here's another one. Establish dominance. I had world domination here, but establish dominance with just one finger.
And to look.
Yeah. And then I had to move this one to the end because it was a little inappropriate. I changed some language. Hold on, let me get my notes here.
This morning.
Here we go. No, not this morning. I've been working. So she made piano and organ playing look really cool. I think it was a Hammond that she had. Oh, that was so sick. She used to let me play with all the little things.
The valves.
The buttons and the valves. I couldn't reach the pedals, but that was always amazing. And then lastly, sex education. Grandma had these two anatomically correct crocheted frogs.
Where are those?
I can't make this up.
She probably made them too.
They're about
I've
this
seen
tall.
I've seen
And just so you know, frogs don't have
Yeah.
the same equipment we do. These frogs did. And I, as a child.
Close to this. I don't think I have a social. I don't
Forget who you're
She
seeing.
crocheted
Yeah.
them.
So those are some of my memories. There's, also little things I remember, just endless hours of watching her play card playing.
I
And
think I chased you with the mail once, didn't I?
yes. Yeah, I think I blocked that out to remember now. Thanks for that memory. So yeah, I just wanted to share some of the funny memories. I remember during Christmas she had these machines with these different layers that would move around, and she had all of these
It was
little.
a jewelry display.
It was a display, but she had all of this like Christmas scenes and Christmas stuff, and I just.
Share what you did with them at Christmas time.
I don't remember.
You were the elf.
Oh right.
Yeah.
When they play Mr. and Mrs.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And I loved every minute of it. I dressed up like an elf.
She made her outfit.
Yeah, she made me an outfit complete with ears. And I don't think there's any 14 or 15-year-old on the planet that would want to do that, but it was such a great experience.
Take a screenshot, Dad.
Oh, look out. It's coming back this way. It's the Big Lebowski all over again.
Biggest.
Yeah.
And that I want a little bit to sprinkler off the top of Pastor Robles.
Okay.
See your hands.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, Mom.
That was nice, Connie. Look at that.
What's the name?
Very good, yeah. Oh, look, you got a little grasshopper. Yeah. It's so green. The ones I'm used to are brown.
Yeah.
How many times did you like the interface?
Yeah, that's iconic, man.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, honey. Good job, buddy. He's not moving.
That looked good, Rex.